Hello there, YouTubers. We are at the sawmill. Now, I was working on the #1 sawmill all day long, working on one stupid little keyway. Well, it's not little, it's 5/8. And it wasn't, the pulley didn't have a deep enough broach cut through it, so I had to mill this thing down. I think I got 90 thousandths off of it now, and finally got it to go in, but it won't quite go in the last ½ inch. So I'm going to mill down just this part of it. I guess that's where it's probably hitting, I don't know. But I've been playing with this thing all day because I can't measure 5/8 inch where it is on the big pulley back at the other mill. I just don't have the ability to measure that. You can't get in with a micrometer, you can't, or, you know, I'm sure there's tools out there to get it with. So I figured when I started, I'll just go down there and put this thing in there and mill off 10 thousandths. First I thought it was just going to go in, so I went down there, didn't go in. I could see I needed to cut, but it really didn't look like it needed much. So I cut 10 thousandths, went down, tried again, didn't, cut 10 thousandths, didn't try it, got tired of the 10 thousandths, cut 20 thousandths, didn't make it, cut another 20 thousandths off of it, I guess, somewhere. And then I banged it in halfway, and then I couldn't get it back out, so then I had to cut a slice in it with a grinder to put a poke in this way, and that wasn't easy because the spoke was in the way. I've been playing with that thing for 4 hours, but it seems it's just going along. I'm gonna set this thing up here so I have the ability to forget where the heck I put it. I still have not found that anti-seize. I think I probably put it on the seat. I have no idea where I put it, but I think I put it on the seat of the Kubota, and when it came down, it probably rolled off the seat and into the woods someplace. Or maybe, I mean, I've gone all everywhere looking for it, looking on the edge of all the trails between the house and the sawmill, and I can't find it anywhere, so I guess it rolled or something. I really don't know. And then, so that's about this. This is some furniture grade poplar when I got it. I don't know whether it is now. I'm going to get into it. I have no idea. I have nobody that wants the poplar. Nobody's really come and get too much wood. The pine went out of here finally, which I'm glad for. But I wanted to get a sawing video out, so I'm going to put this one on tonight. But I don't know if you ever heard I think it's 5 or 6, I don't know how many, P's of business. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. I guess it's prior planning prevents piss poor performance. I guess it's 6 P's. Well, there's probably 6 P's in sawmill too. First you got to select it, then you got to saw it, then you got to stack it, then you got to sticker it, then you got to stuff it, or maybe it's 5 P's. I think I had a whole list of them, and I'm sure that you guys could come up with some more. I have no place to put this, and so I'm just sawing it to get a sawmill video. And I want to try the new blade. Now, I don't think I'm going to be happy with the new blade when I first saw. I think it's kind of like when you buy a new pair of shoes, they're not quite as comfortable as shoes that you've been wearing for a while, if you know what I mean. So I think I'm going to have to get accustomed to this blade here. There's a few things that it's got a little wobble to it. I don't think it's a blade, I think it's a mandrel. The mandrel has never been perfect since I got it. I've had trouble with I guess it's called the fast collar, is the one that's fastened onto the mandrel. And we've machined it and put pins in it and done all sorts of goofy things. We've even machined it in the bearings, and it's still, a couple thousandths at the center is a little bit of wobble at the top, so that's what you should probably going to see. There's a few little other things on this blade that just got to get seated in. It's just the blade itself, I think, has got to be seated in too. That's just my personal opinion. I got no idea. So I don't think I'm going to be real happy with it. I'll feel how the way it saws, but I think maybe it's going to do this. My guides are set a little wide right now, a little more wide than I normally have them, which I guess you can hear the blade rattling. Well, you can see it. I mean, I usually have them piece of paper on each side, very tight. And so I'm going to see how this does. It's getting dark out here. I was playing with that keyway too long. So I'm just going to start it up and whack attack it a couple times and see, I don't know that I'll finish it. I spent some of the day clearing up some of the stuff down the other side. I guess you can see that down there. I think I'm going to have to leave you guys here because it's only 7 o'clock, but it's getting dark early now. You know, that's what happens. So I think I might just put it here. I guess I could zoom in a little bit. Let's see how this new saw blade does. Of course, well, anyhow, let's just see what it does. I'm gonna cut something, put a little oil here in the bearing. I had it running early. This is the very first log of this blade. I have not cut anything with it. I ran the sawmill and I ran the blade to set the guides. And this is the very first bit of sawdust going in that sawdust drag. So who knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of variables for crash here. Down there in the eye, it's got holes for this arbor or another arbor. I'm not used to that. It looks like it's moving. It's really not moving too much right now. Cut off. poplar. poplar. going to take a while for that. That's a heavy blade. It's going to take a while for that to calm down. I am covered with sawdust. Thought I heard some other noises. Pretty poplar. Just a really gorgeous poplar. I'll trim this out later. Look at the different colors in it there. It didn't saw too bad. I got to get a measurement on that and that, wherever my ruler is. I thought it was leading in a little bit, but it doesn't appear to be, because then the dog board would be, well, it would make up for it. That's about as good to one as you can get. Let's see what the back looks like. Well, that ain't too bad either. For rough cut stuff, that's not too bad. Looks like it might be a little strong there. Yeah, I think that's a little strong there. This head block is just a touch further back, about that much of what we're measuring the difference. That's about 16th or less than a 16th of an inch. There, you can kind of see it. So that might be what that problem is. I really don't care. It's close enough. I told you that stuff was furniture grade. And it's sawed good, but can you see all the, that's what new teeth have a tendency to do. Until the high sides on them get wore down a little bit. That's what it's going to do. And it looked like one was flashing a little bit different than the others. See, and you can't see it, but there's burrs on these. I think for $3 grand for a blade, there shouldn't be any burrs on those, you know, and so those are going to have to get wore off. There's burr there, burr there, burr there. Not on the other side, so it was cut through, you know, I guess it was laser cut to this side. I don't think they cleaned that up. I don't know. You just got to wear them in like a new pair of shoes. I probably ought to deburr that with a file. Now, see, that one's perfect. Perfect on both sides. And that one is too. So maybe they only got halfway around this blade. And I think they might only got halfway around the blade. I'm getting a snowstorm on the back. So I'm going to have to reset the, or check the lead. And these, like I said, I got that too wide, so it can move a little bit. That's way more. See, you can see quite a bit. I don't know whether you guys can. I'm trying to get it so you can. Yeah, there you can see the light through it. So I got a few adjustments. Like I said, I put it on, just wanted to get something through the blade. There's a bad tooth. Look at that. That one there's got I guess it's just tarnished. Kind of looks neat. Those are all real good. Those have no burr on them at all. Just smooth. I think I'm gonna just bring a file up and just kind of touch them up, because that might be causing a little issue. And see, like this tooth here is really flat, but this one here has got a raised part to it. So for, I don't know, maybe it's just me not liking, look at, can you see the burrs? You can't see the burr on that one. That's just smashed in there hard. Huh. I think they just got to get worked in, I guess. I don't know. They're still nice and sharp. But, you know, when they, for the side clearance to knock those so you don't have, have these ridges. Now, those aren't very deep. They're just, you can just see them good. While it's running, they run a file in on each side of this blade to knock the high ones out. So I ain't doing that. sawdust thing didn't work too bad. I got a pretty good little pile of sawdust out there. Anyhow, I'm putting this on tonight just because you guys deserve something other than putting transmission in and out. And I'm going to saw this one. You'll see a movie of this one. These two here, I don't know whether they're worth sawing or not. This one might be okay. This one here looks like firewood to me. But I might saw it just for something to saw. I cleaned the end of this one off. I ran into a big pile of termites in this one. So I don't even know if I want it for firewood. Boiler wood. Can you see them all? They didn't live to tell about it. I just sprayed a little diesel fuel on them. Didn't want them looking for another place to have. I got poplar sawdust in my throat. Anyhow, I am going to do a few adjustments to it before we saw that one. And maybe I won't have so much snow coming down on me. And I'll do the trims. I'll probably clean up all this stuff because it's going to take a lot of time because I don't have any place to put it. I've been burning it. I've been burning, if you guys do package wood, I've already been burning 10 bundle wood a night right now, just getting rid of it. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you want to see when we come back and saw some more of the new blade with a new sawdust, redone sawdust drag and all that kind of stuff. So thank you now. Bye-bye.